everyone, it's me again, Kimmy. Welcome again to my channel. So, for today, wala na akong makeup kasi kakatapos ko lang mag-work. Then, I decided to study after this. But, actually, medyo hindi pa ako sa mood mag-study. I just watch videos by Doc Aura. Doc Aura, thank you for your videos. So, I just finished watching some of the motivational videos of Doc Aura. So now, I decided to maybe study, but I want to shoot first a video because I just want to upload more videos as much as I can before I can start going to medical school. And yeah, so I decided to shoot first a video. So kita niyo naman, wala na makeup bash. Kasi kakatapos ko lang mag-work. Actually, I work at home. So ito yung workstation ko. And ito yung hindi work. Ito yung study area ko. But it's just one table. Look at that. It's just one table. And so may bagong video na naman tayo today, and I think you already saw the color of the template that I have in my video. It's all about medical school or road to medical school. So in this video, I will be discussing to you all about things you need to know before you will take the NMAT. So first, let's discuss what is NMAT. NMAT stands for National Medical Admission Test. This is the exam that you need to take if you want to be in a medical school. Like, everyone in the medical school took this exam first before they apply. And this is really needed. It's a requirement before you can submit your application form or before you can submit the documents that you need to submit in the medical school of your choice. So, without further ado, let me talk and let me share to you the things that we need to learn before taking the NMAT. So first, let's talk about the time. Kailan ba ako makakapag-take ng NMAT? So, NMAT is actually twice a year. First is March. That's the earliest for the year, and the October. I actually read some blogs before or some forums na yung NMAT means in April, then November or December already, but recently it's for the past 3 years na I learned about NMAT. Actually, I encountered only March and October. I think they make it fixed. So March and October. So if you will graduate in March and you already prepare for the NMAT, then i-take mo na during March. At least it's still fresh. Like from the school, then you need to take the NMAT or prepare for the NMAT just in case if your learnings are still fresh. So I will suggest you to take immediately the NMAT. So for those non-pre-med, which is what this channel is really all about, it's a guide for non-pre-medical courses, graduate na gustong mag-medical school. So for those non-pre-med, and if hindi ka pa talaga ready to take the NMAT, I would really suggest you to take the October NMAT. At least mahaba-habang preparation yun, di ba? Like you graduated March, and then you have May. What? May. You have April until October to prepare for the October NMAT. I just don't know because there's this conspiracy that March is easier, not in terms of the exam, but it's easier to get higher percentile in March. I'm not sure if that's really true. And because they say in March kasi, there's only 3 areas where you can take NMAT. Manila, Cebu, and Davao. So Manila is in UST. In Cebu, it's usually University of San Jose. Not San Jose. That's my alma mater. It's University of San Carlos in main campus. And in Davao, I don't know, in Davao, but one is in Davao. So there are only 3 places to take NMAT in March. But if you will take in October, it's actually like a lot. So there are Manila, Cebu, Davao. That's the really 3. Then there are also in Davao. Like there are a lot of testing areas during October. So the conspiracy of these March and October and that is that in March there are only 3 sites, testing sites. So meaning lesser people will take the NMAT. So NMAT is actually percentile, meaning it's average. So if konti lang kayo, konti lang yung mga taong mag-take ng NMAT, there's a higher chance to really climb up the ladder, is what they say. In October, since there are a lot of testing areas, a lot of people can take NMAT in October. So I guess that's the reason why they make this conspiracy that NMAT is easier in March. It's easier to get a high percentile during March. But I'm not sure if that's really true. If you want to research about that and maybe gusto nyong gawing thesis yan, like if you're a pre-med and you want to know about going to medical school and if it's acceptable as your thesis, then maybe you can try. So next is you need to know that you should be a graduate or a graduating student before you can take the NMAT. I read somewhere in also medical forums, like medical student forums, that they took the NMAT when they were 3rd year in college. But now, CM really emphasizes that you should be a graduating student or a graduate student. So anyway, you can see all the details about NMAT in CM website. I'll link it down below. So you should be a graduate or a graduating student. I think if you're already in the 4th year, 1st semester, 2nd semester, you can take NMAT. Kung kaya mong pagsabayin din, why not? Let's not waste time, right? So next is you need to register in the CEM. Again, CEM website is your best friend if you want to go take the NMAT, because CEM is the one that organizes NMAT, and so you need to register in CEM website. All you need to do is just very simple. You just need to have an email address, and yeah, that's it. That's basically it. You just need to have your email address, and there are actually requirements, but you can actually register first before you submit all the requirements, like your picture, ID picture, like that. But you can see it in the CM. But if you want to register first, you can actually register. It's okay. You just need an email address. That's it. And next, registration is actually hindi din siya fixed. There is no fixed date for the registration, but usually it's 3 to 4. No, 2 to 3 months. It's usually 2 to 3 months before the NMAT, like exact NMAT. So let's say for example in March, usually they will post that registration will start January. So no fixed date when in January. It's usually like that. So you have like 2 to 3 months to prepare after you register for NMAT. So you need to register, you just need an email address, and the rest you can comply it later. And next, of course, when you register, there is a payment that you need. So you can save money. Let's say for example, you want to take the March and NMAT. So yung mga pamasko na na-receive niyo noong December, you save it if you don't want to ask your parents, because you need to pay 1,900 pesos as a registration. That's it, just 1,900, and you can pay it, if you have credit card, you can pay it through credit card, or you can also pay it through bank. They only accept in BPI. like Bank of the Philippine Islands. So you can, if you have BPI near you, then you can just pay in the bank. It will be easier. But if you have a credit card and medyo malayo yung BPI sa inyo, then you can just pay by credit card. Like the easiest way how to pay the registration. Also, kasi yung credit card is so helpful when registering NMAT kasi may mga tao na yung nakapag-register na sila, then payments na lang ang kulang. So, yung time na ipunta mo pa sa bangko, if you have a credit card, like just one click away. So, credit card is like the easier. But for me, I really do BPI, like bank to bank, because I can easily get the receipt. Like there's already a bank receipt. So that's it. And oh, by the way, you can register first before you can pay. Like they will give you a time frame. Like once you register, you can pay as long as it's within registration day, like registration time. So no worries, you can register first just to prepare. Then if you already have the money, then bayad ka na, and that's it. It will be completed and successful. Your registration will be completed and successful. So that's registration and the payment for the NMAT. Next, maybe before you can take the NMAT also, you need to check your target schools. Why? Because you know there are some schools, medical school, that requires you additional science units, especially for those who are non-medical related graduates like me. I'm I'm a mass comm graduate, but I need to take, in some schools, I really need to take additional units. It's a lot. It's really usually, maybe, I just, I did not go to, like, take additional units because the medical school I chose doesn't require an additional unit, science unit. So, in some schools, they usually take physics, chemistry, biology, anatomy, zoology, like those are the usual required units. Statistics, well, I'm glad I have statistics. I think it depends by school. So I really suggest you check first your target school. So if you can, you may go to the target school to make your credentials evaluated. Then they will tell you what units you need to take, what additional units you need to take. So that's again the best way for you to know about what courses or what subjects or what units you need to take, additional units you need to take. So there are a lot of schools that doesn't require additional units. You can check, but then if you need to, or yeah, if you need to take, then you have to take, especially your target school really requires you one. So that's it. You need to check your target schools and also to check what their NMAT requirements. Next, aside from the required unit, the required NMAT score that you need in your target school, then maybe you should also need to check some reviews or some blogs or some YouTube videos like this to really guide you on what to really expect on NMAT or like during NMAT. Because you know, if you will just easily, like, you are a non-pre-med, right, like non-medical course graduate, then you will just easily decide like, oh, I will take an NMAT, and then suddenly, without really knowing a lot of things. So I suggest to really read some forums, discussions, and there are actually some NMAT groups, NMAT support groups, and I'm very glad I was able to be a part of it. It's actually NMAT Philippines support group. I will link it down below. It's an FB or Facebook group. So you can actually post there your questions about NMAT and even going to medical school. And people there are very supporting. They are really replying. They're really replying to your questions if they know details. So it's not a troll group. It's really good group. And actually, when I took the NMAT, that's actually my support group, because whenever I ask questions or whenever someone asks questions, they are answers, especially for like certain school or what to review during the NMAT, they actually have. So that's it. Those are like the things you need to know for NMAT. And if you already took the NMAT, or if you're already a medical student and maybe you want to add more, then you can just comment it below, so maybe you can help other students also wanting to take the NMAT. Let's have a review. First, NMAT, you can take it twice a year, March and October. Next, you need to be a graduate or a graduating student. So, take note of that. So, if you're already fourth year or second semester in fourth year, then you can already register. Then, of course, registration. You just need an email address, and you need to pay 1,900 for the registration for NMAT, just so you can take the NMAT. Then next is check your target schools if they require additional units, especially for non-medical related courses. So check the medical school that you want to apply to, and also check their NMAT requirements. So they require 90 plus, that's very big. Then I would suggest also that before you take the NMAT, you already know if you need to take required units. Like, you can actually take NMAT first, then go to the medical school if you need the requirement. And, oh, by the way, before I forgot, NMAT is valid for 2 years. So, see, you can actually check the target school, then check their target school, take the NMAT, then you take also the required units, because your NMAT is valid for 2 years. So, that's all. Just very easy. And you just need to check the CM website. That's it. So everything is actually in CM website. And I just actually gave you some tips also. So that's it, guys. I hope this helps you, especially for those non-medical related courses, because this is really what my channel is all about. And if you want more videos, you can actually just go to my channel. I actually make travel videos, food videos, makeup videos, and especially medical related videos. You will know what kind of video is that from the color of the thumbnail. So if the color is actually pink, that's actually for travel. If the color is actually green, that's actually for food. If the color is purple, that's actually for makeup. And of course, if you are checking some medical related videos, then you go for the thumbnail that is color red, just like this video. And that's it, everyone. Again, I hope you learned something from here, from this video. I hope I gave you support also. I hope I helped you get that nervousness out of your nerves. And I hope if you like this video, you can click also the thumbs up. That would be a very great help. And you click also subscribe if hindi ka pa nakasubscribe or nakalimutan mong mag-subscribe. Click the subscribe. Maybe you want also to have the notification bell, kasi wala akong fixed date to upload videos para ma-notify kayo. And see you again, everyone, for my next video. And hopefully makakapag-upload ako ng maraming videos in the future. Don't worry, before the start of medical school, I will really upload videos about how to start going to medical school, especially for non-pre-med people. Thank you again, guys. You can also visit my blog. I actually wrote some encouragement in anything in my blog. See you and have a good day. Bye bye, everyone. God bless.